Hello and welcome to Prudent News. Now a look at the headlines. Goa mining case to be heard in the Supreme Court from 16th to 18th and 23rd to 25th September. All stakeholders hope for final and decisive hearing. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh raises concern over the rupee fall in iron ore export responsible for deficit.
Exports have been further hit by a collapse in iron ore export.
A motorcyclist dies on the spot in a head-on collision with a speeding private bus at Farmagudi. 16 injured, 2 critical. IDC board decides to probe 50 plots of the corporation allotted to family members of the IDC. Subcommittee appointed to go into the details. And all eyes on Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu as Hyderabad Hotshots clashed with Awadh Warriors in IBL final on Saturday. Now the news in detail. Finally, Supreme Court has fixed hearing dates for Goa mining matter. Court will hear the matter from 16 to 18 September and 23rd to 25th September. Hearing may hit the roadblock as Goa government hasn't provided required info to the court and CEC. Experts cite that court might give verdict of Goa mining on the lines of Karnataka.
Goa mining case is awaiting verdict in the Supreme Court for last 1 year. Supreme Court has pronounced an interim ban on mining operations without considering state government's say. Chief Justice and Green Bench has now fixed the dates to hear Goa mining case. As per sources, court has decided to hear Goa mining case in 6 hearings. The hearings will be held in the third and last week of September. First set of hearing will be held from 16 to 18 September and later from 23rd to 25th September. Court might give its verdict on the lines of Karnataka. CEC report and court hearing has stuck as state government is unable to provide required info to the court. But now, Union government on the backdrop of falling rupee is advocating immediate resumption of mining operation and exports of iron ore. State government hopes that court at least relaxes ban on some of the mines in Goa. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has raised concern over the rupee fall. He made statement in Parliament on Friday. He has blamed external factors for the current account deficit. He has assured the House that there would be no reversal of policies. He stressed that fall in iron ore export has also contributed to the current account deficit.
The movement of the exchange rate of the Indian rupee recently has been a matter of concern. The rupee has been especially hit because of our large current account deficit and some other domestic factors. We intend to act to reduce the current account deficit and bring about an improvement in the functioning of our economy. There has been a deterioration mainly on account of huge imports of gold, higher costs of crude oil imports, and recently of coal. On the export side, weak demand in our major markets has kept our exports from growing. Exports have been further hit by a collapse in iron ore export. I would like to assure the House and the world at large that the government is not contemplating any such measures. The last 2 decades have seen India grow as an open economy and we have benefited from it. There is no question of reversing these policies just because there is some turbulence in capital and currency markets.
We as a nation succeeded in showcasing India as an economic destination. In the last few years, that image was lost. Kindly see the impact, Honorable Prime Minister, that corruption has had. Iron ore, both corruption by section of the industry, as also by our system, including agencies of the government, You have a situation that our imports have come to a standstill. Now, it may not be exports have come to a standstill. Now, all these factors are contributing to the current account deficit. Now, we can say that the courts are responsible, the CAG is responsible, but the root cause in what we did, and this was a spiral effect of what corruption took place within our system, the spiral effect of which was that people started losing confidence as far as we were concerned. You'll now have to decide whether you want to go back to prudence or you want to give priority to populism, which I am afraid your government is still doing.
A motorcyclist died on the spot in a head-on collision with a speeding private bus at Farmagudi, Ponda. Deceased is identified as Vivek Nabar, a teacher from Swami Vivekananda High School at Guleli. The impact of the collision was so strong that the bus turtled after hitting the two-wheeler. 16 passengers are injured and admitted in the ID hospital at Ponda. 2 of them are seriously injured and have been shifted to the GMC.
A private bus speeding towards Panji and a two-wheeler collided at Farmagudi on Friday afternoon. The motorist Vivek Nabar from Guleli Sattari died on the spot. Nabar was teaching as interim professor at Swami Vivekananda High School. 16 passengers from the overturned bus were immediately shifted to ID hospital at Ponda. 2 of them were seriously injured. They were shifted to the GMC.
16-17 जाणांक ॲक्सिडेंट जालो म्हणून हाडलेले आसा बस ॲक्सिडेंट म्हणून हांगा कांय डेड बॉडी कांय हाडूना एक डेथ जाला म्हणून आमी आयकलेलें आसा बट 16 डिफरंट एज भुरगे चलयो आनी चले आनी दादले सुद्दां आसा 2 जाणांक फ्रॅक्चर्स जालेले आसा आनी सगळ्यांक फर्स्ट एड दिवन धाडलेले आसा एकट्याक तोंडाचेर जास्त मार बशिल्ले कारण ताका टाकी मारून मेडिकल कॉलेज बांबोळी धाडून दित आसा ते रिमा नायक म्हणून कोण तरी आसा सगळी लोकल लोक आसा जास्त करून एमर्जन्सी कोण डेंजर कांय
Bus driver Ankush Kankar has been arrested. The passengers have blamed rash driving of the bus driver. Passengers also informed that bus driver was racing with other buses for passengers.
तिकीट वाढ झाली असाने भरपूर पैसे मेळटा भरपूर सोरो पिता कितें आनी कशा गाडयो चलयता एका जबाबदार कोण
फक्त रेसिंग लागून जाता हे एक्चुअली काय ना रोड बारीक आमी तितले हे ना पूण रोड करपा जाय पूण इतलो बसींग रेसी मारता फक्त 3-3 4-4 बसी रेसी मारता आनी काय ना सगळं A to Z बसी आमी तुमकां जाय जाल्यार रिपोर्ट सुद्दां दिवपाक शकता एक 15 इयर्स जाली की कॅन्सलेशन हे कंपल्सरी करपाकूच जाय
आमी ओल्ड गोवा चोडलो बसी आनी हांव जाय पाड येता ते बसीन ओल्ड गोवासान हिंगा माणके ती आयज हे टर्न जालें आनी पोत्ती पडली फोंड न्ही वयतालें सावंड्या माणक्या वयतालें.
Reporter Vivek Prabhu for Prudent.
IDC board has decided to probe allotment of 50 plots to 17 family members of the IDC employees. The board, in its meeting on Friday, appointed a subcommittee to go into the details of allotment of the plots and their utilization.
तितून ताणी कितें केलां डिटेल्स ऑफ द प्लॉट्स आनी प्लस तेजे प्रेजेंट स्टेटस ते तांकां कमिटीक जाय आसलें सो ताणी 2 डायरेक्टरांक नॉमिनेट केल्या आनी हे तांकां वचोन ते प्लॉट इन्स्पेक्ट करून तेजे डिटेल्स स्टेटस प्रेजेंट स्टेटस प्लस लुक इनटू द फायल कोणाचे नांवार आहा ते सगळे डिटेल्स घेवन नेक्स्ट मिटिंगेक मागीर ते डिसिजन घेतले. So they will go to the site, they will examine the party whoever is there and see whether it is what is the status of the plot, whether it is put to genuine use, whether it is misused, all those things will come. Or staff agadche pasun घेतले statement. Actually 17 cases were put up for the committee. There are different types of violence, not that they have not double disclosed also. Maybe they have also used their position also for gaining plots. So all this aspect will be examined. Subcommitteeचे report permanent आमी घेतले कहा action कितें propose करता कित्याक if there are genuine cases also they are looking into it, but if they have been misused then they will have to face the action as per the law.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.